In this video, we are going to be doing a mixed hunt. I went to one bank and I asked for as many rolls of quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies they could give me. And I got 8 rolls of dimes, 2 rolls of quarters, 20 rolls of pennies, and 10 rolls of nickels. So we'll be looking for different things in each denomination. We're going to start with dimes and then move on from left to right. Let's hope we get some good finds. Finish hunting the quarters and dimes as expected, nothing. They're pretty hard denominations to get finds in, but I just opened the second customer wrapped roll of pennies, and we are going to have our first wheat cent near the back here. It's pretty worn, but it's pretty damaged, so hopefully it's old. And it is a pre-40s, 1934 out of Philly. Even though it's corroded, that's still an awesome find. A couple bank rolls have been opened, and I just got my first find in one of them, and it's going to be a Canadian penny. It's from 1981. Alright, we've opened a few more rolls, and we finally have our second wheat cent of the hunt, and it is an obverse facing 1945 out of Denver. Just opened that next roll after the roll with the 1945, and we are going to get another wheat cent near the middle of the roll. It is reverse facing, so we get to reveal the date. It's pretty worn. I'm guessing 40s or earlier. Yep, 1949 out of Denver, wheat cent number 3. Getting down to the last few rolls of pennies, and I just uncovered wheat cent number 4, and it is a 1941 minted in Denver. Only 3 rolls left, and I think I have 2 wheats in this roll. Well, I know I do, because the first one is reverse facing right here, 1951 Denver, and the second I saw the date already. It's a 1956 out of Denver. 1 roll left, and we are going to get the second foreign of the hunt. And it's another Canadian penny. This one is from 1982, 1 year off the last one. Just finished hunting the last row of pennies. Pretty good. We had 6 wheats, with the oldest being a 1934. A couple foreigns, investments, 09s, etc. Pretty good. Now let's move on to the nickels. Only 1 roll into the nickels, and we already have our first older Jefferson, and it is a 1952, minted in Denver. Roll number 2 of the nickels, and we have another 50s Jefferson, and this one is a 1954 out in Denver as well. Next roll, and we're going to continue on getting a finder roll, because this roll we got a 1948 from Denver. Few rolls left, and I think we're going to get our first foreign nickel right here. It's Canadian, and it's from 1989. Same roll as that Canadian nickel, and we got another 1948, but this one's minted in Philly. Down to the last 2 rolls, and we have the oldest nickel of the hunt so far, and it's a 1940 out of Denver. Last roll of nickels, and we got one last find for the hunt, and it is a 1954 minted in San Francisco. Now let's go on to the wrap-up. Mixed hunt is completed. Let's go over the finds. For the pennies, we did have a pretty good amount of copper for having 20 rolls. Quarters, dimes, didn't really have anything noteworthy, just pull side 1 bicentennial that I found. And then we had 7 estimate pennies, 4 2009 pennies, and then 4 estimate nickels. 3 foreigns in total, 2 pennies from Canada and 1 nickel from Canada. And then older Jeffersons, we had a 1940 Denver, 48 Philly, 48 Denver, 52 Denver, and then 54 Denver and San Francisco. And then for wheat pennies, we had 6, and all our common 40s and 50s, except for this one, the first one we got. The 1934 out of Philly, even though it's corroded, it's still a great find. Overall, this is a pretty good mixed hunt.